Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the AC Show, the coolest show on YouTube. I'm Aaron, aka the Handy Outdoor Nerd, and this sexy gentleman over here is
Chris, aka Mr. Curl Science.
So you finally got your kids in bed.
I think so. When they're at a certain age, you just kind of like lock them in their bedroom until they stop screaming. And you hope that they're actually sleeping when that happens, you know? It starts out, you put them in there, and then they start to cry. And if they're crying for more than, 5-10 minutes or so, then it's ooh, where's that at?
Right by the bridge. They just closed the bridge.
The Thatcher Bridge?
Well, yeah, Julia was just.
Is it spread up? Sorry, there's a big old fire by my house.
My mom said she thinks they're trying to backburn to catch up with it.
Oh, they closed the Thatcher Bridge?
Almost. Yeah.
From the bridge back.
About a year ago, I posted some pictures on Twitter of a big old fire at that house. Oof, did you catch that? Am I losing video? Can you hear me still?
I can hear you. You were lagging, that's for sure.
Sorry. I posted some pictures of a big old fire that was out by my house, and there's another one this year, and it's big. They closed the bridge because there was a big old fire underneath it. So
maybe you should move to Missouri.
What is there in Missouri? Aaron, let me ask you this question. Do you guys even have a Walmart in your town?
In my town that I'm in, no, but I'm in a small town, but there's Walmarts everywhere.
How far do you have to drive to get to Walmart?
Half an hour.
You gotta drive a half an hour just to get to a Walmart?
Well, if I want to actually get to Walmart, yeah.
Is it even a supercenter?
Yeah.
Oh, at least there's that. What about a Target? How far you gotta drive to get to Target?
A little bit farther because it's in Springfield as well. So it's on the south side of Springfield.
I gotta drive 2 hours to get to a Target from my house.
Well, see, there you go.
What about Home Depot? How far is Home Depot?
It's by Target.
What about a GameStop?
A little bit north. But still there by Target.
Anyways.
Sounds so good now. So good.
Everything's by the Target. Anyways, last week we missed the show, guys. I'm sorry. We weren't here last week. I was playing softball. I was part of a charity softball tournament. My wife didn't get any pictures or videos of the actual tournament. I'm sorry.
He was just he just didn't want to see this face.
We went out the next day. It was a 2-day tournament, so we went and played the second day, and then afterwards, my dad, who played slow pitch softball, 20-something years ago, he went out and pitched to us. It was pretty fun, and I'm still sore from it. It's been a week. I still hurt like everywhere. I guess I'm getting old.
You are getting old.
But next year we're going to play again, so I'm going to train this whole year. I'm going to get myself in shape so that next year I'll be even better. Next year I'm going to hit a home run.
Oh, there you go.
I was hitting some good shots, but I didn't hit a home run.
Taking shots and baseball don't mix.
You've obviously never played a charity softball tournament. That was how we won half our games, because we were the Mormon team and everyone else was drunk.
Then how did you lose the other ones? Were they silvered?
One of them, they cheated. I'm going to be real. They cheated. They told the umpire that we were tied when really our team was winning. They shouldn't. So the way it works is when you get to the 50-minute mark, whatever inning you're in at 50 minutes past the hour is the last inning. That way they don't have games that go, way over time. They keep them to an hour long. And we were up by 2, and it was like 54 minutes after the hour, and the other team told the umpire that we were tied, so the umpire started a new inning, and they ended up coming back and winning. It was a little annoying. There's a little bit of cheating going on. All right. And then the other game, it was a legitimate loss. It was our 4th game of the night, and we were just exhausted by that point, and we just couldn't hang. Just couldn't hang. We lost to a team of OBGYNs. It's upsetting.
It happens.
I almost got in a fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I congratulated them on their win, and apparently someone took offense to that.
That's because they know.
It's because they were drunk. That's what, honestly. I was like, this guy, like, so anyways, we were down by like 1 run, and we were like, all right, guys, we can do this. We can come back. We can do this or whatever. And there's this guy on the first base line, like the first base coach for the other team, and they hit a home run, and we were just like, oh man, I can't believe that happened. And the guys, I was like, all right, that was a really good hit, guys, good job. And the guy turns around, yeah, so shut your mouth about it. And I was like, what the heck, dude? I'm just like saying good job on your home run. You getting all mad at me? And then after the game, I was like, all right, you guys played a good game. It was a good game. Thanks a lot for playing with us. That was fun. Yeah, so shut up. Dude, what the heck? And I was like, dude, calm down. I'm just telling you guys did a good job. And he's like, well, shut your mouth up about it. And then one of the other team, one of his teammates walks up to me and is like pushing me away, like holding me back. Like I'm the one that was, about to go start a fight. I was like, whatever, dude. And then the dude, like, as he's walking to his car, he's like eyeing me and he's like, yeah, good game. Yeah, like give me the crazy eye. I was like, dude, what the heck? Like, you probably couldn't even throw a punch in your state right now. There's a reason why you were first base coach and not actually hitting, because you're too drunk to see the ball. Anyways.
That's funny.
It was fun. And then the next day, after our last game, the same team just happened to be there, and the coach from their team walked up and was like, hey, do you guys want to do just a little pickup game, just for fun, just to play a game? And we're like, oh, which team is it? And they told us, and we were like, no, not with you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, that's funny though.
Next year we're gonna do even better. We actually did really well. We played really well. We played really, really well.
Good.
I had a plus 500 batting average.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me, man. Makes no sense to me.
That means that I was batting better than Major League Baseball. Too bad. Someone's not getting a nickel. What, son? Oh, you've only been trying for like 5 minutes, so you need to go back and lay down. Okay? Love you. Go back to bed, okay? I bribe my children with nickels. Hey, close my door. Elliot. Close my door. I bribe my kids with nickels. If they stay in their bed all night long and not get out of bed, then they get a nickel.
That's funny. All right.
That's what you gotta do, man. 3-year-old doesn't want to stay in bed. You bribe them with a nickel. You want a nickel? Yeah, I want a nickel. All right, you get this, and you hold it, and you show them. I'll give you this nickel if you stay in bed all night long. And then they stop climbing into bed with you. It's great.
All right. I don't know if you can read that, but in 2009, a pigeon named Winston raced Telecom, South Africa's largest ISP, to see who could deliver 4 gigs of data to a location 60 miles away the fastest. By the time Winston arrived with the 4 gig flash drive, Telecom had transmitted only 4% of the 4 gigs of that data in 2009. A pigeon was faster at delivering 4 gigs of data.
Pigeon was faster than the internet in 2009.
Yep.
You know what I was telling my students just the other day? I think I probably told you this already. I was telling them, back when I was in high school, if we sent a text message, it cost us 10 cents. And they were like, what? I was like, it cost you 10 cents to send it and to receive it. And they were like, what? Are you kidding me?
And there was no such thing as Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi was not a thing. You wanted internet, you had to plug into the internet.
Yep.
There was internet. There was internet.
Yep. It was dial-up.
It was dial-up. I remember having dial-up internet. We had our own dedicated phone line for dial-up internet. And it was like, you would go to a website that had a picture on it. And it was like, little by little by little. And you're like, why would I remember being annoyed when I was doing research or something for like a paper or something in high school.
Hey,
I just remember being annoyed every time I looked at a website and they put a picture on it. And I was like, oh, why would you even put a picture on the website? You know, it's going to take this long.
Yeah, see. Did not have a dedicated line. So, if someone picked up the phone,
Yeah.
right in the ear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, the thing that I'm trying to get so I can get the review done on it, right?
Yeah.
I've run into yet another problem that I just want to beat my head up against the wall. Got it doing what's supposed to do. Got it fixed up. Everything corrected. Now the program on my computer keeps crashing. Won't start up. Not even uninstalling it, reinstalling it, and putting on the new version of it. Nothing.
Your laptop that's from like 1983?
Not that old, but like 2011. But here's the thing. It shouldn't have messed up because it was on there working perfectly fine. And then it just stopped opening up and working.
Have you tried turning it off and then on again?
Oh, yeah. Many times. Uninstalling, reinstalling.
Is the unit plugged in?
I'm so just beating my head. And they don't have it set so it can work on a Mac. They have step-by-step process of how to get this to work into this version of this program because they've got an alternate version of it. So I'm trying to do that.
We missed it. Oh, we missed it.
What?
It's 9:22.
Dude, I missed it hours ago.
Yeah, but no. I'm from Missouri. Guys, listen. This is important. 1 minute ago. Go back in time. Rewind it. 1 minute ago. It was the 21st second of the 21st minute of the 21st hour of the 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st century. What a momentous occasion. I mean, it's our 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21 party. It all happens once every like a million years. 100 years, I guess. Don't sound so excited about it, Aaron. So it's only the only time it's ever going to happen in your entire life.
That's okay. I'll live, but then I'll die eventually.
You're gonna have so many regrets. Let me tell you. You're gonna be 98 years old on your deathbed. Oh man, I wish I'd paid more attention on the 21st day of the 21st century. It's gonna be the last thing you think about.
That's funny.
You're gonna have a death in though.
Yeah. So that's my problem I'm having with doing this to get this review kicked out, because it was giving me problems. Now the software is giving me problems, and I can do the original version of the software, not the modified version that they have that I'm trying to do on the Mac. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So
Today was my last day of school for the school year.
nice. You're a free man for a couple of weeks.
For a few weeks. They might call me to come in and help do some painting and stuff at the school,
There you go.
which would be awesome. Because if they did that, then I'd get paid a little extra.
There you go.
Right now, the way I do it is I withhold a little bit from my paychecks every month or so, and then when summer hits, then I get one big paycheck that has to last me the whole summertime, because I'm not working during the summertime. I don't get paid during the summer,
Yeah.
and so it'd be nice to have a little extra in the summertime. Although I'm planning a big old trip with my family. We're going to do a whole bunch of free stuff. There's this thing in Phoenix called Pogo Pass. And so Pogo Pass, you get to go to all kinds of places. There's like trampoline places, and you can go watch baseball games and go to the zoo and all kinds of stuff. You pay for this pass, and then you get so many visits to these different places every year. And so we've had these Pogo Passes for a few years. We renew them. It costs like $35 a person or something like that to renew them. But the last like 2 years, we haven't even used them because we just have been so busy in the summertime with other things. We haven't been able to go. So we're gonna plan a vacation. We're gonna get the cheapest Airbnb we can find, and we're just gonna spend like 4 or 5 days. We're gonna do nothing but free stuff on our Pogo Passes.
There you go.
That's gonna be sweet.
So, what do you do to help inspire you, Chris, to make something?
To help become inspired to make something?
Yes.
Well, my inspiration generally comes from two places. One, I'm too cheap to buy the thing that I really need to buy. Or two, I need something in less than the time that I can get it from Amazon or wherever I can ship it from. That's generally where it comes from. But usually it's always like, for me, I don't ever 3D print like trinkets and toys and stuff. Not really. That's not why I got a printer. When I first bought my printer, I had to justify it to my wife that I was going to use it for things that were practical. And so a lot of times it's just I need you know, last year we made a little garden, and I needed some hinges to hold up a gate on the garden. And so I designed and 3D printed these little hinges for my garden gate. Or, um, I'm teaching about simple machines in my class, and I needed some pulleys so that I could teach about how pulleys work to my robotics class. And so I just designed up some pulleys in 10 minutes and 3D printed them. And so that's generally where I get most of my. I don't necessarily redesign the wheel, you know what I mean? But I definitely make practical things that I just need. I use my 3D printer very much as a tool. I need to make something, so I make my own, and I just make it.
I'm the same way. One, being cheap, and I try to find things around. Like the video that I did with the Craftsman mower that I have, I replaced the steering sector gear, but the bushings that they send with that you can order had that little flat flange at the bottom that's huge, and then at the top they had a small lip one. But you have to feed that through metal and get it into place. I mean, yeah, you can kind of collapse it down, but you've got hardly any room to do it whenever you're trying to do it. It's possible, but they didn't make it so you can actually do it very simple. So I just 3D printed with some PETG. I did that. And obviously I use different things for different purposes and other things to give me the inspiration for it. So I've got a project I'm working on that's also requiring lithophanes and woodworking at the same time. So I'm taking both those things, melding them together, and there you go. We got, something that's 3D printed and something that's got woodworking done. And of course, I will make things by just designing them for things. I've got a thing that I invented years ago that I 3D printed on my ANET. I need to kind of reconfigure it and 3D print it, and then that way it's a better product if I ever actually put it out as a product. But it allows me to actually fix things and do a bunch of different things that I originally would not be able to do, and that is part of the purpose that I got for it. I also use it to make a little extra cash on the side, making things and fixing. But again, that goes into I'm fixing something. I'm doing some manufacturing with it. So whether it's for myself, somebody else, or a company, I'm actually using it as a tool itself. And I will 3D print the occasional thing. Like I've done cookie cutters. I've done odd and end type trinkets, this kind of stuff. But I will also do things like gifts for people, make something that's an actual gift. Yeah, it's cheap, it's simple, and sometimes it's something from somebody else that's designed it and I'm just printing it. But still, if it's like for a little kid, print out a collapsible sword. There you go. Or like you do on Valentine's, you did the Pokemon for your kids' school's Valentine's this year.
Yeah. That was really cool. All the kids liked that.
And then you did the low polys last year.
Yeah, the low poly dinos.
So
that was fun. And those are I mean it's easy and it's cheap, and the cool thing about 3D printing is you can make your own unique things, Like what other kid in my son's school is 3D printing dinosaurs for their classmates for Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
It's just It's awesome. I love it. So I started fixing up my 3D printer, my ANET, so I can sell it.
Yes.
So I've got a question. If I don't want to interrupt your segment though.
Oh no, you're good. I just wanted to kind of get an idea on what you kind of use for inspiration, and I will use people for inspiration for things like somebody. I was thinking of trying to do a gift for somebody, and that's how I came up with that idea of the woodworking and 3D printing as those two together, to meld those two together. And so if somebody, I mean, it could be just a random person, like I'm talking to somebody, randomly, and like I've got some ideas that I want to do, and not to make money off of it. But there are people out there who have had a child, and that child has passed away, so they don't have that child. I've met several people, and so I kind of want to do a thing to where I do for them, to where I take a piece of wood and I laser engrave a picture of their child and send it to them. It's something that just, makes my heart melt that they lost their child. And it's something that I know that they'll cherish and appreciate forever. So just things like that inspire me, and I want to get better at everything I do in every way, shape, or form. And that's another way to do it. It's something I can just practice at doing this, but I can also be kind and just give these people who lost their child something. So
Service is a big part of my parenting philosophy, I guess. My family's always been really big on service, helping people out, lending a helping hand if ever we can. And my wife and I were actually, we are big time Christmas planners, let me tell you. We start early. Like, we've already got our Christmas presents planned out for this year, and it's May. We're not even halfway through the year. We've already got Christmas planned out. But for the last couple of years, we've done, you doorbell ditch, a gift on someone's porch or whatever, and we did the 12 Days of Christmas, where on 5 golden rings, we left some glazed donuts on their porch, or whatever. Our little gift was always something to do with that day of 12 Days of Christmas. But this year, my wife wants to do something called RACK, RACK. It's called Random Acts of Christmas Kindness. And so instead of adopting one family, she wants to just plan a whole bunch of just random acts of service, and then we just go, see how many days in December we can offer service to people. Last year we took the kids to the store, and we said, all right, we want you to pick out a gift, something that you would want, and then we're going to give it away to, they do like the Toys for Tots and stuff like that. And so my kids had to go and find something that they wanted, and then we would buy it, and then we'd give it away to the Toys for Tots. And we're just trying to teach them how to be kind and how to serve others and how to help, because we're just really big on, I want my kids to grow up with that as a strong, service oriented. Yeah. There's more important things than getting presents on Christmas. There's more important things than, making money or whatever.
Oh yeah. Speaking of making money, so this goes into 2 different ways. I watched the video on TikTok, and this guy goes, if Bill Gates and Jeff Soros, the guy that owns Amazon, is that his name?
Bezos.
Bezos. I know it's billions of
George
dollars.
Soros is a different guy.
Okay, well, they don't really matter to me, either of them. So if these two guys with billions of dollars can't keep their wife happy, and this guy goes, how can I, expect to keep my wife and keep her happy? And I was just like, oh man, I want to do a TikTok just stitching this and just go, so here's the thing. Money doesn't equal love. It also doesn't guarantee that they're going to stick around. Just because you're rich and you have billions of dollars does not mean you're going to be happy. You can be miserable and be the richest person on this world, and you still be miserable.
What's that
But-
Beatles song?
You could have very little money, and a small house, this and the other, but you can be the happiest person in the world. Chris,
What's that Beatles song?
I told you not going on missions while we're on the show. Come on.
Money can't buy me love, can't buy me love.
Yep.
Love can't buy. Good luck trying to get monetized now.
I don't care. And that's the thing. That's another thing is I don't care that I'm monetized or not monetized. Obviously, I'm not. So that's fine. I was talking with somebody, and I got it was meant as a compliment, and they said that I showed them my intro for my YouTube channel that I made, and they said that it reminded them of Dude Dad. You know who Dude Dad is? Or Dad Dude?
Dude, I love Dude Dad. I love Dude Dad.
And so they go, was that good or bad? I said, yeah, both. Because Dude Dad's got his own way of doing things and kind of how everything's done. But he's also doing it to make money and make a profit, do this, that, and the other. I do the things that I do on my channel because I enjoy it. And it's for me. And I also want to show people and teach them how to do something. But my personality isn't
Did
all...
you know he's got his own TV show?
Oh, yeah? I'm not surprised. But I'm not one who wants to just be all everywhere and just do all this, that, and the other. It's just not me. I mean, I love doing this. I love doing the shows and talking with all makers everywhere. But I don't have that bubbly personality. They can just go, 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 go. Because if I'm doing something, I got to
I feel like I used to have that personality.
I retake and retake and retake the shot. I just kind of just go from here to. And it's a little less.
I've been trying to film a
likely like
video
that.
for my YouTube channel for over a year, and I keep messing up.
That's funny.
Every time I try and film it, I screw it up, and I end up losing all the footage. But I can't start over at that point because my project's halfway done. You can't start a video with a half-done project.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
So I want to ask you about my ANET.
Yes.
I've got some upgrades that I'm adding to it, and I'm trying to figure out what else I need to add to it to make it. Hey, what's up, Eddie?
Yo, Eddie.
I'm trying to figure out what else I need to do to the ANET to make it good to go. So I replaced the hot end. Just got a brand new hot end, new thermistor, heater cartridge, everything. Best upgrade to an ANET is the trash can.
Hey, that's how I popped up. His ears were burning. He heard you talking about an ANET.
Yeah, I said, let me tell you about my ANET, and Eddie's like, so let's see. I replaced the Y carriage. I'm putting on smoothers. I'm putting on a MOSFET. New bed springs with the little wheels for adjustment knobs instead of the little what came with it? What are those butterfly? What do they call them?
Wing nuts?
The nut. Huh?
The
Wing
wing
nuts.
nuts?
Yeah, instead of wing nuts, I've got some knobs that I'm going to put on it. New springs. So, anyways, what other upgrades do I need to? Yeah, I thought about getting a new board for it. I might end up having to get a new board for it, but right now my display board is acting up and the buttons aren't working properly, so I'm thinking I might have to replace that. But what the thing is, Eddie, I've already bought those things. They're sitting on the table next to the ANET already being put in. But I have thought about just buying a new board. What other upgrades do you think that I should do to this printer before I sell it? I've got somebody that's going to buy it from me. I've already spent like $100 on upgrades, and I'm only going to sell it to him for like $150. So I'm just trying to figure out what else I need to do to make it, safe and happy before I give it away. The only thing that I'm keeping is the board, and I don't mind the board. And when I add the smoothers to it, then I don't think it'll have any problems at all. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it's their problem, but I just always I feel really bad selling stuff to people that doesn't work. If a month down the road it stops working, and I hear about it, I'm gonna be upset because I'll feel bad, like it was my fault. That's why I can't ever be a businessman. Fine is relative. That's true.
So
That's true.
like my ANET's just setting up on a shelf right now. I mean, I've got plenty of other printers that I can just go and use, which is what I do. But I'm obviously going to.
Are any of your printers working right now? Are any of your printers working right now?
All my printers, well, most of my printers are working. ANET, it's just setting up on the shelf. So.
KeyTech working?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get the hot end figured out on the KeyTech?
Oh yeah. I got that completely.
That weird nozzle.
Well, the problem was partly on the nozzle. It wasn't super bad, but what it was is they don't use a thermistor; they use a thermocoupler. A thermistor uses the heat, and it tells you the temperature of it. A thermocoupler uses the heat and creates voltage, and that creates and tells you the temperature.
So Eddie, I actually haven't pulled it out of the box yet. This was the last week of school, And so it's just been so stressful with everything going on that, last week when I got the printer on Friday. I got the printer on Friday and I had my softball tournament. And so Friday, Saturday was busy all day long. And then Monday through Friday, I've just been going like crazy, getting done with the school year. And then I wanted to do a video on it. And so I was like saving it until I had a day that I could, stop and film myself taking it out, putting it together, maybe a first print. Maybe I'll do a live stream or something on that. It's just finding the time to do it. I got to get it set up. Right now, my goal is to get the ANET fixed up so I can get rid of it. I'm doing a little printer swap thing where right now at my house, I've got my Ender 3 and I've got a Monoprice. And then what I'm going to do is take the Ender 3 and put it in my classroom, take the ANET and get rid of it, put the Sidewinder at my house. But it's just playing musical chairs to get the printers fixed and stuff. I've not printed the adapter for the Humera yet because I broke my Ender and I don't trust my ANET to print something absolutely the way it is. So I'm gonna get I've got the piece to fix the Ender. I'm gonna get it replaced so I can print the adapter. It's coming. It's just I'm gonna put it together in video and it's gonna be amazing. I just haven't got that far yet. But the logo on the book is really cool. I'm gonna make a video and it's sick.
That will be exciting. Just remember to start your video beforehand, not after you've started.
That's like seriously the last time I tried to film a video, it didn't work because when I pushed record, I turned off the microphone. And so I filmed an entire video with no audio. Let me tell you, they put plenty of butcher paper in it. I can tell you that much. They filled that box to the brim. I opened it up so I could look at it, and I threw away 2 full trash bags of just butcher paper, compacted. Like I had to stomp on it and to get it to fit in the bags. 2 full bags of butcher paper, just on top, not including what was on the bottom. So
That's funny.
it was the printer itself was like quadruple wrapped in bubble wrap, and then there was like a big pile of butcher paper, and they set the printer on top of that, and then they covered it with butcher paper on top of that. And so it seems okay. The box is huge though. It's humongous. It's huge. This box is huge. Like I don't think that I could fit it in the back seat of my car. It's so large. That's what she said.
I'm over here just dying. It's like, that's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
You should have said it. You should have said it.
I was trying not to, Chris. Yeah.
Is there any other upgrades you can think of that I should do to this ANET before I get rid of it? I'm gonna print a cover for the electronics. That's gonna. I might have to make my own. I might have to make my own because I want the cover to have a spot for the smoothers and for the MOSFET.
I can see that.
So
Well,
that'd be
see,
cool.
you can. They've got some that have it set up for a double MOSFET, and you can just get that one and print it. If you're only going to have one MOSFET, that's what I would do.
Just modify it.
Yeah, I'd kind of modify and just use that spot where the one MOSFET would go and just put the smoothers in there. Because you're just going to use 3 smoothers. And setting side by side, they're about 2.5, 3 inches maximum for those. Because I mean, I've not even actually had them in person, but I know they're sitting sideways.
Yeah, they're only like 2 inches long. Well, it's 4 smoothers. It's 4 smoothers.
You got one for the extruder motor?
There's 2 Z motors.
2Z. Okay. That's right. They'd be 5 then.
Yeah, 2 Z
Yeah.
mixing away.
That's right. It's because it's the internet. Yeah, I mean, it still could work perfectly fine doing it that way. You may probably just 3D print, design and 3D print a bracket that mounts where the one MOSFET was going to mount.
You know what I need to do? I need to add a switch to it.
Yep.
I need to add a switch to it.
I
That's what I
really
need to
don't
do.
know why a Nintendo Switch is going to help or how it would help, but
You don't know why what?
a Nintendo Switch would help.
Oh, okay.
You didn't get the joke last time I told you that.
It's not your best, Aaron. It's not your best. Man. But yeah, so I'll add a switch to it because that's like that's the one thing that I've noticed about ANETs, and hopefully the MOSFET will curb this a little bit, but it always like sparks when you plug it in, you know? I don't know if it's just not
Yep.
grounded very well or what's wrong with it, but
well, it's just because it's going from power to power. You know, just that quick connection there.
yeah.
But so that's all.
Today I was looking at the soldering job that I did when I soldered the wires directly to the bed, and I looked at it and I went, oh boy.
Yeah, I remember having to do that, and that was really annoying. But speaking of soldering jobs, you want to hear something
Really good.
interesting?
Yes.
So my friend Cody, who I've known 17 years now, he does 3D printing now. I got him into 3D printing, and he also does woodworking. He made these little boxes for Raspberry Pi bees to fit in there. And so he's got it in there and going. He's had a couple of them in these boxes, these wooden boxes. And he went to go pull one out for some reason, and the USB part wasn't straight. It was at like a 45-degree angle. Then he went to go to move it and to pull it out, and it literally came off completely.
Nice.
It got so hot in that box. Oh, he was going to put a fan, do something with the fan to help keep it cool, readjust it, or put a new one in there.
Wait. You're telling me that it got so hot in there that it melted the solder?
That it melted the solder, or that there wasn't a very good soldering job. So he contacted them about it. They were giving him pretty much like a gift card to reimburse the full amount for that and tell them just to keep it and don't worry about sending it in.
Well, yeah, because it's got the USB port ripped off of it.
So he's gonna see if we can't just get soldered back on, and we're perfectly fine.
Do you watch the YouTube channel Tronics Fix?
No.
He does. Am I
What?
still here? Did you lose me?
Still there? Can you hear me now, Chris? Oh, you moved a little bit. There you are.
Sorry. We back?
I just need to come there and run wire through your house, Chris. That way you've got internet to plug into in your bedroom.
Hang on.
Or
I'm
we need to
just
get you or
testing
you,
it. Theory.
what are you testing?
Is this working?
Yeah.
My brother sent me a text message, and when I picked up my phone, the internet went out on my laptop, and so I was testing if there was interference from that. But no, what were we even talking about?
The USB on Raspberry Pi.
Well, yeah. So Tronics Fix, he's a big proponent of hair and stuff. He does like tutorials on his like Nintendo Switches, and he fixes like PS4s and PS5s, and so he takes them apart and shows step by step like how to fix common problems with them, and he desolders and resolders USB ports and HDMI ports, and on a Switch the USB-C port and stuff like that. And so he talks about like how to troubleshoot it and how to fix all those things. It's kind of interesting.
Well, that's pretty cool.
People get triggered over how much thermal paste he puts on the CPU, and so he like does it on purpose. He'll like put, I don't know, people get all triggered. They're like that's not enough thermal paste, or that's way too much thermal paste, or whatever. And he's like, it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't, because as long as when it gets squished down, it's the right thickness, then it's fine. So he's like, it doesn't even matter. So he always puts like a little bit extra on it, and then he's like, the perfect amount of thermal paste. Because oh no,
That's funny.
it just makes people mad.
That's super funny.
You should look up his videos. They're pretty fun. Called Tronics Fix.
I'll have to try to find some time to do that.
That's pretty cool. He did a video series once where he and this other guy competed. He had like $100 or something like that. He had like $100 and a month to see how much money he could make on eBay by fixing toys and stuff. So he's like buying all these old retro toys that were busted, and then he would fix them and sell them on eBay, and trying to see how much, like, who could turn the best profit on their, little eBay toys or whatever. And it's pretty cool to see like his process on how he fixes different, like he fixed like a Nerf gun. He fixed like this old like Cookie Monster alarm clock and like random stuff like that.
That's pretty cool. So, but yeah, no, it's stuff like that that I truly enjoy to watch and see them do things and learn. If I can learn something new from it, I'll definitely watch it. And if they make it not so boring and drab, even better. But all right, guys. Well, it's been about an hour, so we're gonna go ahead and go and wrap this up. Thank you so much, Eddie and One Raz, for popping in. And if you guys are watching this later on, greatly appreciate y'all sticking through Chris's little glitch he's got going on because his brother decided to text him and he put his phone too close to his computer and it broke his internet.
Sorry.
But we will be on his channel, right away, Aaron, next week, probably around the same time, around 9 o'clock his time, 11 o'clock my time, because his kids are getting to bed. So we will see. We will let you know now that he's not doing school anymore for a few weeks. We'll see how it all goes. So until then, everybody.
Yeah, maybe
Have a good one.
I'll be like staying up super late and be late out.
I don't think your internet's
Sorry.
gonna like you staying up late, Chris.
I don't. Well, it's because my door's closed and everything, blocking the signal. I've got a Wi-Fi range extender plugged in like 10 feet away from me, but apparently it doesn't work.
Oh. But until then, everybody, we will see you next week. Happy making. Take care. Bye.
See you later.